Welcome back. In this video, we will go over the muscles of the thorax, shoulder, and back. First, we can see the sternocleidomastoid muscle, which is one of the neck muscles. This right here is the deltoid muscle. This is the pectoralis major muscle. Right under the pectoralis major muscle, we have the pectoralis minor muscle. This right here is the coracobrachialis muscle. Coraco from the coracoid process of the scapula. Brachialis, it is attached to the humerus in the brachial region. Whereas this is the biceps brachii muscle. This is the subscapularis muscle. The subscapularis muscle is located in the subscapular fossa of the scapula. This right here is the serratus anterior muscle. Notice how the pectoralis minor and the serratus anterior muscle both are attached to the ribs. Whereas this is the subclavius muscle. This is the clavicle. So this muscle is right under the clavicle. This is the subclavius muscle. Moving posteriorly, this is the trapezius muscle. We can see the deltoid muscle. And this is the latissimus dorsi muscle. Dorsi from dorsum, the back. Right under the other half of the trapezius muscle, we can see the levator scapulae muscle. Levator, it elevates the scapula. This right here is the rhomboid minor muscle. Right under the rhomboid minor muscle, we have the rhomboid major muscle. This right here is the spine of the scapula. The spine of the scapula divides the posterior surface of the scapula into the supraspinous fossa and the infraspinous fossa. In the supraspinous fossa, we have supraspinatus muscle. Whereas in the infraspinous fossa, we have the infraspinatus muscle. This right here is the teres major muscle, whereas this is the teres minor muscle. So we mentioned the rhomboid minor muscle, rhomboid major muscle. This is the teres minor muscle, and that is the teres major muscle. Here we can see the anterior and the posterior aspect of the thorax and the back. This is the deltoid muscle. We can see the clavicle, the sternum, and posteriorly we can see the spine of the scapula. This right here is the deltoid muscle, which is also attached to the spine of the scapula. This is the pectoralis major muscle. That is the supraspinatus muscle. This is the infraspinatus muscle. This is the teres major muscle, whereas this is the teres minor muscle. We can also see the latissimus dorsi muscle. We will go over the rest of the muscles in the video of the muscles of the arm and the forearm. Moving to the muscles of respiration, we have the intercostal muscles. Inter meaning between, costal the ribs. So these muscles are located between the ribs. First, we have the external intercostal muscles, and these are the internal intercostal muscles. Notice how the fibers of the external intercostal muscles they are directed toward the sternum, whereas the fibers of the internal intercostal muscles they are directed toward the spinous process of the vertebra away from the sternum. This right here is the diaphragm. We can clearly see the openings through the diaphragm, this opening for the inferior vena cava, blood vessel, this opening for the esophagus, which is part of the GI tract. We can see the costal cartilage. This right here is the lumbar vertebra. We can see part of the 12th rib, which is a floating rib. And this opening is for the aorta. This in white is the central tendon of the diaphragm.